David and Goliath, animated Bible story. The sun blazes over the battlefield as two mighty armies face each other, the Israelites on one hill, the Philistines on the other. A valley stretches between them. The Israelites' camp is filled with fear and whispers, their soldiers trembling at the sight of Goliath, the Philistine champion. Towering over 9 feet tall, clad in heavy bronze armor, he steps forward, his deep voice echoing across the valley. Goliath, laughing boastfully, "Is there no man among you brave enough to fight me? I am Goliath, the champion of the Philistines. Send a man to face me. If he defeats me, we will serve you. But if I win, you will be our slaves." The Israelites murmur in fear. King Saul watches from his tent, his face troubled. Israelite soldier 1, whispering nervously, "No one dares fight him. He is too big, too strong." Israelite soldier 2, shaking his head, 40 days he has mocked us. Who can stand against such a warrior?" A young shepherd, David, walks briskly, carrying a basket of food. He spots his brothers among the soldiers and hurries toward them. David cheerfully, "Peace be with you, my brothers. Father sent me with food." His eldest brother, Eliab, takes the basket, but scowls at David as he hears Goliath's voice booming again. Goliath, taunting, "Where is your mighty warrior? Send someone, or do you all cower in fear?" David watches as the Israelite soldiers shrink back. His eyes narrow. David, outraged, "Who is this Philistine that dares defy the armies of the living God?" Eliab turns to David, annoyed. "Eliab, why are you here, David? This is no place for a boy. Go back to your sheep." David, firmly, "Should we allow him to mock our God? I will fight him." Murmurs spread through the camp. Soon David is brought before King Saul, who looks at him in disbelief. King Saul, skeptical, "You are just a boy, and he has been a warrior since his youth." David, confidently, "When I was a shepherd, I fought lions and bears to protect my father's sheep. The same God who saved me then will give me victory over this Philistine." King Saul watches David's unwavering faith, then sighs and nods. King Saul, "Go, and may the Lord be with you." Saul gestures to his soldiers, who bring out his royal armor. David tries it on, but quickly removes it. David, "I cannot fight in these. I will go as I am." David steps outside, bends near a small stream, and picks up 5 smooth stones. He places them in his sling pouch and walks toward the battlefield. The Philistines laugh as David approaches. Goliath steps forward, towering over him. Goliath, mocking, "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks? Come closer, and I will feed your flesh to the birds." David stands his ground, his eyes fierce with faith. David, boldly, "You come against me with sword and spear, but I come in the name of the Lord Almighty. Today he will deliver you into my hands, and all will know that the battle belongs to the Lord." Goliath roars in anger and lunges forward. David swiftly pulls out a stone, places it in his sling, and spins it. With precision, he releases the stone. It flies through the air and strikes Goliath squarely in the forehead. Time seems to slow as the giant stumbles, his eyes wide with shock. Then with a mighty crash, he falls to the ground. Silence. Then the Israelites erupt in cheers. David rushes forward, picks up Goliath's massive sword and lifts it high. Israelite soldiers, shouting, "David has slain the giant! Victory is ours!" The Philistines, terrified, flee. The Israelite army charges after them, pushing them back. King Saul watches in awe as the young shepherd stands victorious. King Saul, smiling in amazement, "The Lord was truly with you, David. Today you have saved Israel." David looks up, smiling humbly. David, "It was not I, but the Lord who won this battle." The scene fades out as the Israelites lift David onto their shoulders, chanting his name. The camera zooms into the sky, where the words appear, "With God all things are possible." Matthew 19:26, the end.